John the Van Guy here. Here we have the situation. This is the, if you remember from the previous videos, I refitted the head and torqued everything up, put the coolant in, and it all started pouring out. It actually came out of this hole. This is the exhaust manifold, at least the bit where the exhaust manifold bolts onto. One of the bolts is knackered. You can see one of the bolt holes. This had been done by a previous owner. I realised what he must have done was maybe filled it with JB weld and put a thinner screw-in bolt in, which I wasn't happy with. But it seems it's actually compromised the water jacket. There's the water jacket, and it's actually gone through into the water jacket. At least there's a leak in there. So I've tried one thing which I thought might work, which is using aluminium rods and the blowtorch. The problem is, folks, it doesn't work on something like this, and I think a lot of the problem is you've got to get the aluminium really hot for the aluminium rods to work. You've got to get your head really hot. So, but the trouble is, because it's such a large area, the heat dissipates quite quickly, which means it's very difficult to get it that hot. And also, I'm a bit worried about heating something up when there's a possibility of warp on the head. I've just had it re-skimmed, so I don't want to risk that possibility. Whether that would happen or not, I don't know, but I was a bit nervous about heating up to that extent. So, next option is to helicoil. I've got a helicoil kit, about £30. This is what it looks like when you actually get it. It goes from M5 to M12. Now, what I had, the local garage guy, Neil, was kind enough, let me get this out, was kind enough to give me a new stud. Now this is an 8 stud, which will actually go in there, but I don't know if there's now too much room. The idea is, on a helicoil, is they provide the drill for each size, drill out, just about goes in there. I don't know whether it's worth doing that with this size. Then tap using oil and some sort of turning mechanism to tap it. Oh. And then there's the helicoils in there. I won't get them out just yet. You fit them on the end of this, and the idea is to turn the helicoil into the tapped area, so that the edge of the helicoil is just below the surface, the final sprig of metal. Then there's a little bit of metal at the end, a little stick of metal at the end, which you actually poke out with this, break it off with that. So the question is whether to go in with that, try and revitalise the 8mm, or go into the next size, which is the 10 here, which it looks like I might have to do because it's hewn out enough. That'd probably be the more sensible thing to do. I'm going to try it with an 8 first, see if we can get away with that, and we'll report back. Oh, I'm also, because there's a leak, I'm also going to use Permatex. Looking on the internet and the forums, 572 Loctite, which is terribly expensive, or Permatex, which is not quite so expensive, is a very good sealant, and this is what people are using on this sort of thing. It can withstand very high temperatures, and it locks and seals. So you'll put that round the inside of the helicoil and the stud as it goes in. So that's where we are, folks. Another thrilling episode of the Head Saga. Okay.